talk to you about how to get a default Leave It. So this is a Leave It that's not on cue. So Pixie really loves to steal our socks. So I want her to see the socks and to leave them alone. I don't want to have to go chasing after her and practicing give and playing tug games with my socks, or with my daughter's socks, rather. So what I'm going to do is, anytime she decides to leave the sock alone and I'm blocking it, and she looks at me, she gets a treat. And she's getting a really high value treat. So what it means is that for her, and when I see a sock and I choose to leave it alone, really good things happen. When she chooses to put it in her mouth, or try to go for it, I just block it. And if she does get it into her mouth, then I'm going to practice give. But in this exercise, if she puts it in her mouth and I have to practice give, I'm not going to treat the give, because what I'm trying to teach her is to completely leave the sock alone. This is probably Pixie's third session of this particular exercise. And some sessions you have more success than others. So if your puppy chooses to put it in their mouth, you just practice give, and then they only get the treat for disengaging completely with the item. So give. Yes. So she's gotten pretty good at it right here. So I think I'm actually going to try in a different location, just a little bit further over, just to change things up. Practice this with her kibble, but I want the behavior of leaving the sock alone to be just extremely rewarding to her. So I am using really, really good things. Little soft, smelly treats. Very good. And I'm increasing the criteria as I go. So when I started, the sock was stationary and then I was just blocking it. And then the sock starts getting moved around. Now it's on her paw. That was too much, huh? Give. So I went too far too fast. So I'm going to go to a spot or a place that I know she was successful at it previously. I'm going to try that again, right in between her feet. No, let's try. So she sniffed it and she thought about putting her mouth on it, but then she gave me eye contact instead. And I imagine that I will have to, Pixie, this is her third session with this, and just even today, I had to go chasing after her to get one of our socks back. So I know that I'll have to practice this again. So one session isn't going to make her never go for my socks again. But if I practice it with her every day, a few times a day, with different colors of socks, different sizes of socks, and then I go around and generalize it to all the rooms, she will start to see the socks that are left out and leave them alone, and she'll know that they're not for her. And you can do this with anything. So if your dog is eating rocks, or you have children's toys that you don't want them getting to, or picking up or playing with, you can do this exact same thing. And food on the counters, food at the table, whatever they are possibly going for, just make sure you practice this and you're giving them something that's better, so that disengaging from it and leaving it alone is better than going for it. Thank you.